Good afternoon, kids. Hope you are all very good. From last 2 days, it's raining in Mumbai, and when rains, it always gives you a new opportunity, new things to learn. So, let us come to our topic, psychology. As studied yesterday topic, but chalo. In today's topic, we are going to see about application of intelligence test. But before proceeding with the today's lecture, let us recall what we have gone through in yesterday's lecture. The yesterday's lecture was about intelligence test. Okay, in that we have seen that intelligence test can be conducted on basis of two level. Level 1 is on basis of the administration. Number 2 was on the basis of the material used or the material utilized. When we talk about on the basis of administration, we are talking about the procedures, the protocols which individuals follow, with the group follow when the particular task is assigned to that group or the individuals. When we talk about individual task, as you already know, if we toss a coin, either we can get the tail or we can get the head. Same way, the individual test and the group test, group intelligence test, both have some positive vibes and some negative vibes, means some advantages and some disadvantages also. So let us first discuss about advantages of individual test. When a client or a patient visit to a clinical psychologist, the clinical psychologist examine the particular person in such a way so as he can examine his emotions, his feeling, his response on different situations. So first point is like this: in individual test, the overall abilities are known to the person or the observer of the client. Second point you can note it down as, in individual test, we require the person who really have a deep knowledge of conducting the clinical psychology practice. Number 3, yeah, it is time consuming, but it gives the overall review of the person. But let's just talk about disadvantages in individual intelligence test. When we conduct individual intelligence test, as you all know, today's life is very fast. So very first thing is lack of time. Second thing is it is economically not good, and we cannot arrange or we cannot conduct a large number of individual tests if the group or the number of clients or number of people or number of perspectives are more than 50 or 100. Let us come about group tasks. In group tasks, the very first point is individual is not going to be observed by their activities. Here the entire group is under the observation, but the role of examinee is minimum under group intelligence test. The obstacles: army aptitude alpha test, like test, and the obstacle trainings which we conduct generally in NCC and army in various fields. The group task is given. Like you can say, you can take a very good example of group discussion also under GT. But here also there is some con points, means disadvantages here, that because the involvement of examinee is minimum, the individual task is somehow not completely observed in particular circumstances. That's what we learned about in yesterday's lecture about administration. Now let's see about the materials. As you all know, we have to use the best of the best. We have to know about the material which is with us, how can it be used in best of the best ways. In that we have to test the verbal and the non-verbal. But as like this, here also verbal and non-verbal test has some positive points and some negative points also. When we talk about the verbal points, verbal deals with words and somehow the mathematical logical things, means the reasoning wala part, army alpha test, CBT test comes under this only. But when we talk about non-verbal test does not have any limitations like verbal test, because verbal test cannot be conducted for other linguistic based peoples, but non-verbal test can be conducted for anybody. Verbal tests have the limitations. Non-verbal test can be tested out in other symptoms or in other limitations also. So this is what the overview, the recap of the yesterday's lecture. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about applications of intelligence test. Nowadays, it is very important. The day by day, psychology is gaining a deep importance in man's life. Everybody here want to know more and more about how the peoples behave, how to test the intelligence, and how the intelligence perspective reflects your personality, reflects and gain respect for you, how you gain respect for others, how what is the nature in which you see the challenges. Let's talk about the applications. So some major applications I have listed. There are number of applications, but the 5 major applications are: number 1 is effective teaching, number 2 is mental health aiding, number 3 is effective parenting, number 4 is career counseling, and number 5 is vocational counseling. Let us take one by one topic so that you can understand in much more better way. When we talk about effective teaching, what does a teaching mean? As you all know, my dear friends, teaching is always two-way communication. A teacher is also a good listener and he must also be a good speaker. He should be very much conceptualized. But if we add on this effective teaching skills on him, then definitely he will be the biggest nation builder or the nation changer also. The psychology states how to bring effective teaching in the teaching aid as a teaching aid. So we the teachers, what we do, we generally classify the students based on the regular practice sessions, regular tests, and analyze the children in A, B and C, means different categories, and then we work on individuals and make all the students to come at the same level. This is what we do under the effective teaching skills, because as you all know, the 5 fingers can't be equal. The same way the grabbing power of all the students in the class cannot be equal, but it can be brought equal, it can be done equal with somehow adding on the effective teaching. Number 2, mental health aiding. Nowadays it is also very important concept. So many people frequently visit the psychologists, the counselors. Depending upon their scenarios, they narrate that these are the things going on, they are facing multiple mood swings and all this thing. So if this part, if the intelligent test is conducted, the psychologist, the clinicalist, if someone approaches us, what we do, we just conduct a common test, and depending upon that common test, we acknowledge the intelligence level of the person, which is further used in recognizing, which is further used in treatment and many more ways to overcome, which will overcome the clients and the patients, and they all feel the heal inside from the brain. Third is the effective parenting. This is a very wrong thing. As you all know, there are so many parents, I'm sorry to say, but there are so many parents who want their children to run in the rat race, but it should not be done, because it impacts the life of the child, and as well as the child somehow start feeling inferior among themselves. So parents should apply this concept, effective parenting. They should know the IQ of their child, and depending upon the child's IQ, the expectation should also be set with the child. Okay, like every child is not good in education, some child are good in music, some are good in playing cricket and many more things. We as a parent, it's our responsibility, we as a teacher, it's our responsibility to think and bring the best out of the best in the children by knowing their intelligence. This can be brought by the effective parenting. Fourth one is career counseling. Now when this word comes, there are any number of people who are much more interested. Sometimes they all say that, sir, even I can do career counseling, we can do career counseling. Okay, no issues. What is career counseling? Just understand that part and we can do. In the career counseling, the basic part is we generally test the IQ level of the students, and depending upon the IQ level of the people, we decide which career should be opted by them, because there are much more students who waste their time in some different field, but they are interested in different field. So to overcome this, the career counseling somehow helps the kids as well as the parents. The last is the vocational counseling. This is a new emergence in the counseling field. Vocational counseling, generally people who are dissatisfied with their job, who are dissatisfied with their life, that people approaches us or the clinical psychologist. They undergo the counseling process in which we try to unmark their intelligence level, and depending upon their level, we try to motivate them and keep them boosted, so as not only they can help themselves, but also they can overbring the positive vibes all over people who are surrounded with them. So in today's lecture, we have shorted down the synapses like this. Okay, the topic was application of intelligence test. So we have studied the 5 major points in that: effective teaching, mental health aiding, effective parenting, career counseling and vocational counseling. In the effective teaching, as I told you, the upbringing of the children, at all the children should be at equal level. Mental health aiding, it will help to cure the patient rapidly. Effective parenting will help the parents and the kids to know what is the IQ of the kids, so that the expectation of the parents should be more or less depending upon their IQs. Career counseling plays a key role in deciding the rate of success or failure in the life, how the person choose the career. Vocational counseling, again nowadays due to depression and stress, people are going for the vocational counseling, under which the first IQ test is conducted depending upon their intelligence and their way of mood swings and scenarios. We try to heal them from their thoughts, and so that they can help themselves and the society to bring the positive vibes around them. That will be all for the lecture. Hope you all are very safe. Jai Hind.